Let the music begin in 3, 2, 1.
Having fun,
that's what we're gonna do.
Mr. Henry,
Mr. Fite,
exploring along with you.
Learning music, having fun,
that's what we're gonna do. Mr. Henry,
Mr. Fite,
love hanging out with you.
The Music Podcast for
Kids. Hello, and welcome to the Music Podcast for Kids. We're your hosts, Mr. Henry
and Mr. Fite.
Music educators extraordinaire. The Music Podcast for Kids is a fun and educational podcast where we learn and explore the best subject ever, music! Today's episode, we are learning about music of India.
And now the music joke of the day.
We love jokes, so if you have a joke, please visit our website, themusicpodcastforkids.com, to submit your joke.
And guess what? It doesn't even have to be a music joke. It can be any joke.
We will read and enjoy your joke on the podcast and also let everyone know who it came from and where you are in this great, big, wonderful music world.
Our joke of the day is, what makes music on your head?
I don't know.
A headband. Get it? A headband.
That's good, a headband.
That's the best.
Yeah. Make sure to send in your jokes by visiting our website, themusicpodcastforkids.com. A link to the website can be found in the show notes.
And now, the music word of the day.
Music word of the day. Music word of the day. Music word of the day. Music word of the day. Yeah! Before we get to our main focus of the day, music of India, let's take a look at the music word of the day. Drone.
Oh, you mean like a drone that flies around?
No, not that type of drone.
Oh, I get it. Like when someone keeps droning on and on and on about their life story. Like when I was a kid and I had this really cool snowball fight with my brother.
Mr. Fite.
He was really kind of like throwing
Mr.
the balls
Fite.
at me and all
Hey,
this stuff.
Mr.
What? I'm sorry.
You keep droning on and on, which actually is kind of what it's like in music.
I knew I was onto something.
In music, a drone is a note or a couple of notes that is held out for a long period of time. The note sustains. Take a listen to this drone. We will learn about an instrument from India that takes care of the droning sound.
Awesome! And that's the music word of the day.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope you are enjoying the show so far.
Please subscribe to the podcast to receive the latest episodes and leave a review through iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.
Also, get updates on what we are up to through Facebook and Instagram by finding us at Music Podcast for Kids. Links will be found in the show notes. On to the show! Let's now take a look into, drumroll please. Hey, that's not a drum roll.
Oh, sorry.
That's better. Music of India. Okay, let's see. Just put this here and snap this in here. And I think that's it.
Hey, Mr. Henry, what are you doing?
Well, I'm putting together this new teleportation machine.
Teleportation machine?
Yeah, check it out. It's the Teleportation Zaparoonie 3000S model.
What? I didn't know these existed.
Yeah. Just got it off of Shazamazon.
Shazamazon? That sounds a lot like...
Oh, what does it matter where it came from? It's super cool because it can get us anywhere in the world in an instant.
Oh boy.
So I figured we would visit India today to learn more about the music.
Let me look at the instruction manual here. Okay, set the destination time with the Zaparator push button. All right, looks good. What's this section? Possible side effects from getting zapped? Loss of hair?
Oh, big deal. Sometimes you have to let go of a couple strands of hair to go learn about music.
It says you could lose all of your hair.
Oh, I'm sure it's a typo. No worries.
Possibly start to vocalize as a Canis lupus familiaris. Canis lupus familiaris? What does that even mean? Look that up on Schmoogle.
No problem. Let's see. It means... Oh, it's not a big deal.
What does it mean, Mr. Henry?
Oh, nothing.
Let me look at that. A dog?
Well, that's not a big deal. So you might say ruff ruff every once in a while. Call it a party trick.
Oh boy.
Come on, it'll be great. Nothing will happen. We need to learn all about the traditional music from India. Okay, so India. India. Traditional music, check. Take the emergency brake off. Okay, you ready?
I guess.
And go! Whoa, that was crazy.
Do I still have my hair?
Did you even have hair to begin with?
Hey!
Haha. JK. That means just kidding.
Yeah, I know that.
Whoa, look at these instruments. What are these called?
Oh, wow, cool. Here we have the sitar, tambura, and tabla. There are three main parts to music from India. The first part is the raga, which is another word for the melody, played by the sitar. The second part is a note that is held out for a long period of time, called the drone, played by the tambura. And the third part is the rhythm, which is performed by drums, called tabla.
Wow, cool. So the sitar, what's that all about?
The sitar is a stringed instrument that is plucked. It is an instrument that can be heard when playing the raga, or the melody of the tune. The melody, of course, is the main part of the song. Like if singing the song Hot Cross Buns, that's the melody. The sitar can have 18, 19, 20, or 21 strings.
Wow, that's a lot more than the 6-string guitar.
For sure. The sitar was used in rock and roll music during the 1960s, in music from the Beatles, the Doors, and the Rolling Stones.
Cool. So what's the deal with the tambura?
The tambura is a long-necked plucked string instrument that takes care of the droning sound. It does not play the melody, but rather gives the foundation for the song, while the sitar plays the melody over top.
Sweet. What are these drums here? They look like bongos.
No, they're actually tabla drums. Tabla have two single-headed barrel shaped with different sizes. The drum played with the right hand is called the daya and has a higher pitch. The drum played with the left hand is called the baya and has a lower pitch.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. How do you make that sweet sound?
Well, it's pretty hard to play. Tabla players use their fingers and palms a bunch of different ways to make all of these cool sounds.
What are they made out of? It looks like clay.
Actually, yes. They can be made out of wood, clay, or even brass.
Out of brass? Oh, so that must mean it's part of the brass family, like the trumpet, trombone, tuba...
No. Even though it may be made out of brass, it's still part of the percussion family. A percussion instrument is an instrument that you hit, shake, or scrape, and they hit the tabla drums to make the sound.
Ah, right. Percussion.
So, when you put all three of these instruments together, it creates a traditional classical piece from India. This type of music was passed down through oral tradition for over 3,000 years.
Wow, that's cool. Music from India has an awesome sound.
Sure does. Okay, Mr. Henry, I think it's time to get back.
Well, all right. Back to the Teleportation Zaparoonie 3000S.
Oh, great.
Okay, put the coordinates back in. Take the emergency brake off. And go!
Whew, made it back in one piece.
See, I told you so. No problems at all.
Yeah, I guess you're roof right.
What did you say?
I said you're roof roof. Right. Oh no, Mr. Henry.
Oh boy. And what's happening to your hair?
What do you mean? Oh no, it's roof roof falling out.
Oh yeah, look at the time. I have so much to do. Gotta take out the trash, cook dinner.
Mr. Henry, get roof roof back here.
The Music Podcast for Kids is brought to you by
BruceFite.com. Our very own Mr. Bruce Fite has truly fun and educational songs for kids to listen and sing along to. Music can be purchased through iTunes, CD Baby, and other downloadable websites. Stream Bruce's music through Spotify, Amazon Radio, or wherever you listen to music. Bruce also performs live events. Visit BruceFite.com for more information on his music and booking live events.
Time for the Super Duper Music Challenge.
It's time to test your ears.
Test your ears? I don't think you can really give your ears a test, Mr. Henry. I mean, how do your ears hold a pencil without bleeding?
Oh, no, Mr. Fite. When I say test your ears, I mean listening to something and trying to figure it out through hearing it.
Ah, right, of course. Time to play the Music Podcast for Kids Super Duper Music Listening Challenge.
I don't know, Mr. Fite. A little bit long of a title?
Yeah, we need to work that one out.
Yeah, we will. We'll work it out. Okay, on to the challenge. We learned about a couple different instruments from India today. For today's challenge, we are going to listen to two instruments. One of the instruments is from India, and the other is not. You have to guess which one is from India. Here is number 1. The first instrument is... The second instrument is... Which instrument was from India? Number 2. Which instrument is from India? Is it the first instrument? Or the second instrument? Number 3. The first instrument is... The second instrument is... Which instrument is from India? Let's try one more question. I'm going to play this instrument from India, and you have to write down or remember the name of that instrument. Here it is. Check your answers by going to the show notes. We hope you did a great job. Awesome!
Time to wrap it up, folks.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Music Podcast for Kids.
We hope you enjoyed the show, and most importantly, learned something cool today about music.
Remember to send in your jokes or even a topic in music you would like us to discuss by visiting our website, themusicpodcastforkids.com. If you are interested in awesome educational and fun songs for your kids to listen and sing along with, please visit brucefite.com. Music is available to download with iTunes, CD Baby, and Facebook, and most streaming platforms like Spotify and Amazon Radio. Links will be found in the show notes.
If you are interested in learning how to play the piano with a fun and engaging curriculum geared toward kids, please subscribe to Mr. Henry's YouTube channel called Mr. Henry's Music World. Links will be found in the show notes.
Please visit iTunes to leave a review of the podcast and also share the podcast with friends, relatives, aliens, whoever.
Again, we thank you so much for tuning in.